Hello everyone, today I will show you how to create table manually in MySQL Workbench database. In MySQL Workbench database, you can create table using SQL command, or you can directly create table in MySQL Workbench without SQL command. In one of my previous video, I had demonstrated you how to create table in MySQL Workbench database using SQL command. In this video, I will show you how to create table manually in MySQL Workbench database without SQL command. So let's get started. So to create table manually in MySQL Workbench, so at first you have to select a database where you will create table manually. Suppose I'm going to select this one, user database. Then click on here. Here you can see tables. So you have to right click here on tables. Then you can see create table. So you have to click on create table. So now you have got this user interface. From here you can write down the table name. Here you can see new table. Suppose I'm going to write down users. Suppose this table's name is users. Now you have to create the columns of the table. Here you can see column name. So under the column name you will click on here. Then you can see option to write down the column name. Suppose at first I'm writing down ID. So beside column name, here you can see the data type. From here you can change the data type. Here you can see int. It means integer, and here you will get lot of data types. So you have to choose the data type. Suppose I'm choosing the default data type and it is int. Then you can specify the data size. Suppose I'm writing down 5. It means it will contain 5 digit. So from here you can change it. Here you can see you can specify it as PK. It means primary key. If you select PK, it means ID, this column will be the primary key of this table, and here you can see not null. It means it will not be null. Here you can see a lot of option. You can select it. UQ, it means unique. B means binary. UN means unsigned. ZF means zero fill, and here we can see AI, it means auto increment. So here the ID will be auto incremented if you select AI. So then you can create more columns. So just click under ID, write down another column name. Suppose I'm writing down name. Then you have to select the data type. Suppose I'm selecting varchar. Then you have to specify the data size. Suppose I'm taking 40, it means 40 character. Then you can select the option PK. It means primary key, not null, unique, etc. Suppose I'm writing down not null, it means that it will not be null. Then you can create more columns. I'm writing down address. Then you can select the data type. Here it is varchar. Then specify the data size. Suppose I'm writing down 100, it means the data size is 100. So you have to specify the data size according to your need. Okay, then I'm writing down another column and it is email. So you have to write down the column name according to your table. Then you have to specify the data type. Suppose I'm writing down the varchar. You have to specify the data size. Suppose I'm writing down 20. Suppose I'm selecting not null. Here I have specified all of the columns as not null. It means the value will not be null. So of course it will carry the value. Here only we have PK. It means ID is the primary key. So it is the unique key. This value will not be duplicated. Okay. Every ID of user will be unique. So we can identify is row by using this ID column. So it is primary key, it PK. Of course you have the basic knowledge of database and SQL, then you will easily understand it. So here you can see we have created some columns. If you want to create more columns, just click under the previous column. Just I'm clicking here. You can see I'm getting the option to create columns. So if you don't need to create any columns, you can delete columns like this. Suppose I'm going to delete this. Just select it, then right click, then here you can see delete selected, then that column will be deleted. If you want to change the column sequence, then you have to just drag and drop. Here you can see I placed email before address. If you want to change it, suppose place email after address, then drag email and drop after address. Here you can see the email column has been placed after the address. So this is how you can change the sequence of columns. Okay, so if you want to create the table, you have to click on apply. Here you can see the corresponding SQL command of this table. Here you can see create table user database. It means creating tables under user database. Here you can see users, it means table name. Here you can see ID int 5 not null, name, address, email, and primary key, and it is ID. Then click on apply, then click on finish. So here you can see users table has been created under user database. So if you want to display it, just select users, then click here. So here you can see we have successfully created a new table under a database manually. So this is how you can easily create tables manually in MySQL Workbench database. This is very simple. So if you want to create more tables, just click here on tables under the database, then right click on here, then click on create table. So here you can see we have got option to create tables. So in this way you can create tables and columns. Okay, this is very simple. And suppose if you want to edit the table, so then you have to select the tables, and here you can see the setting symbol. Just click on here, and here you can see you are getting the option to edit table. So if you need to change the column name, you can change it. If you want, you can change the data type and other option, you can easily change it, and you can also change the sequence of the column. From here you can change the column name, you can change data type, and you can change the column sequence, and if you want you can also delete. So this is how you can easily create tables manually in MySQL Workbench, and this is very simple. I think you can easily do it by yourself. And now you can see our table is empty. Now you have to insert the data into the table, and you can manually insert data, or you can insert data by using SQL command. So this is very simple. I have already made a video on how to insert data into table using SQL command or without SQL command. So you can watch my video. I will give the link on my video description box, I button, end screen. From where you can watch the video, and if you watch the video, I think you can easily understand that how to insert data into MySQL Workbench database manually or using SQL command.